All right, let's get into it. What's up, boys? I am gonna do a quick video. I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing here, so it might not be that long, but it's a team builder video. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when I prep for my match against somebody. So this week we have Joe, the Hartford Yard Go Goats, and yeah, I'm just gonna kind of break down how I do like my team building and everything, and kind of go from there. So just looking at Joe's team, it's over here on the right side. I know initially I really do not have a good answer for blastoise. I really like my regen core doesn't appreciate blastoise. I'm kind of leaning towards tornadus, but we'll pull up the calc here and kind of see what we're working with once I get that set. So I think tornadus is going to be my blastoise answer. Nidoqueen is a really good Tapu Koko answer. I kind of want to run Rotom Heat because it's such a good Celesteela answer. But I think I can check it with Tornadus fine enough. But that kind of pressures Tornadus to really put in some work this week. Lopunny, I think I want to bring just because it's good speed, it's faster than Koko. You know, frustration in close combat hits everything on his team super effectively or neutrally. Which obviously is really good. Yeah, and then I'm thinking Rampardos because his only rock resistance is Nidoking. So I think I can throw off some really powerful Sheer Force Life Orb rock slides this week. Initial thought that I'm going to build with is Trick Room Rampardos with like a teleporting Slowbro to get momentum into it. I'm probably going to have to test it out a little bit because I don't know if realistically I'll ever get a Trick Room off with Slowbro and then be able to teleport out, because it feels like Blastoise is going to be a really good answer for it. I mean, I have Grassknot to catch a Blastoise on the switch in. What other... I don't know what else he would switch into a Slowbro. I mean, maybe a Celesteela. Huh. Run like a really wonky Slowbro with like flamethrower and grassknot. That'd be weird. But I think it running Zeraora, if I can get rid of Nidoking, that opens up Zeraora and Rampardos like an insane amount. And Nidoking's not defensive, you know, it really doesn't have good bulk, so I should be able to break it down pretty easily. Well, I don't know about how easy I can do it, but it's not going to be... I doubt he's like a black sludge, like bulky variant or something. But yeah, okay, so let's build here a little bit. So Tornadus, my initial thought, I'm going to go Assault Vest again. Now, I don't have hazard control with this team, which is a little annoying for rocks. But if I run rocks on Nidoqueen, because I'm probably running it bulky, I should be able to just at least have them up on his side and be annoying for him. I don't think I'm going to mind rocks too much. I mean, Tornadus really doesn't appreciate them. Let me just run some calcs here. So we'll pull up a Blastoise Mega, offensive versus a Torn. The offensive... No, Torn Therian. Defog with Assault Vest. Okay, Water Pulse is 33 to 39. Ice Beam has a chance to 2-hit KO. Man, I just don't do a whole lot of damage back. What does a Grassknot do? That's pretty good. 100 base power. As long as he's not running Rest on Blastoise, any damage on it is permanent. So that's really interesting too. Okay, so that's going to be the initial idea, is like a U-turn, a knockoff, maybe a Hurricane. I don't know what the hell that was. Speed tiers. I want to outspeed Lycanroc, but I'm not really staying in on it anyway, because I don't want to eat an Accelerock. So I guess I just want to outspeed Cryoganol, where if he's timid, it's 339. You guys can see that. If you, oh yeah, so let me go to matchup. That was just my homepage. If I do this, you check show speed tiers and then go to speed. And then that sorts everything from fastest to slowest. And then you can see here 31 IV, 252 EV, positive nature. So a timid or jolly or something. My Zera Aura hits 423, low punny 405. With Tornadus hitting 375, I mean, really, I don't think I need to put speed in it this week. It's going to be slower than an unburdened Drifloon. I don't really want to stay in on Cryoganol anyway. It has really good special defense. And I believe it has decent special attack. Yeah, 95. Yeah, I don't really want to be eating like freeze dries or anything from that. Plus, if he throws an Icy MZ on there, that's not great. Okay, I think I'm just going to go... I can actually put special defense bulk in there. I can run like a column. Really, I just have to be faster than Nidoking, which is 295. So boom. Run a really specially defensive Tornadus. I'm going to clear all my sets. So when I'm building, I like to kind of get my whole team set, and then I import all the stuff into the calc, and I kind of go off of that, and I tweak from there. Low punny. So Joe having Ditto is really interesting, and I had this really cheeky thought where I do something like this to maybe break a sash on a Lycanroc. Now I know it has Steadfast, and if it flinches, it will get faster. But Slowbro should be able to handle Lycanroc all day. But if I do like a fake out, a high jump kick, I'm going to run return this week because I've been running frustration with minimum happiness. So hopefully that baits him into going to Ditto with minimum happiness. So he copies my frustration. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because I think if I do this, I like this a lot. If he say low punny kills something, he goes into Ditto revenge low punny with it. He has to choose between fake out, high jump kick, return it, and protect. Obviously, he's not going to click protect, but he can't click high jump kick because I have protect. So he would probably lock himself into return, which then Slowbro can eat all day. I'm just running Jolly, so it's not like, yeah, return's going to do 29 to 35. And that's if he actually is correct with the happiness. Because if I look this up here, return Pokemon. So the damage, how do I see it? Base power equals friendship divided by 2.5. So base power return varies between 0 and 102. So if he puts his minimum friendship down at 0, return's just not going to do anything. Yeah, and then 127 we see here is the cutoff for frustration versus return. I think hopefully he pays attention to that, and he puts his Ditto at 0 happiness, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because Slowbro only takes 29 to 35 from it. So I should be able to deal with that just fine. I plan on running physically defensive Slowbro. I don't know what item yet, but I do like the Trick Room option. Oh, that's the thing. If I run Trick Room Slack off Teleport, I only have one attacking move left. Which I'd be really dumb not to just run Scald, but then Blastoise walls me. But I guess now that I have a specially defensive Tornadus to answer it, that's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, okay, I'm good with that. Looking back at speed tiers here, if he runs minimum speed Guzzlord, I probably want to be able to be faster than that. So I'll put a 0 in that. Okay. Yeah, that looks decent. Maybe I run Colberberry again, that way I can eat a darkpulse. Yeah, that seems probably like the best thing. Nidoqueen, I'm okay, so I was kind of thinking maybe Shuckaberry to be able to eat an earth power from Nidoking if needed. Does buzzwole get earthquake? Yeah, this is just a very like casual, like, you know, you can probably listen to this in the background sort of video. You know, if you haven't already, it does get earthquake. Just kind of hearing my thoughts on this and how I'm building, but this is gonna be my rocker. I like earth power. Maybe like a sludge wave and a flamethrower for Celesteela. I think I like that. Drifblim, not great. Probably just run Modest with max HP. Now here's the mind game, right? He either runs Nidoking fast enough to outspeed Timid Nidoqueen, because Timid Nidoqueen can kill it with earth power, or he just puts bulk in it, expecting me not to put speed in there. So they're kind of like little chess match in the team builder like that. I'm gonna go with no speed. That way I'm faster than him in Trick Room. If I get that up, I can kind of use Nidoqueen to break through some of his stuff. Shuckaberry also allows me to let him copy me with Ditto, and then I can kill Ditto with Earth Power. That's actually really interesting. The only thing I'm scared about with High Jump Kick on Lopunny is if he runs Protect Celesteela with Leech Seed. And does that make sense to run this week? I don't even think he brings Celesteela, because Rotom Heat is such a good answer for it. Like, he just can't touch it. Which is really nice. But yeah, we're gonna go with Life Orb, Sheer Force Rampardos, go with Rock Slide, yeah. Rock Slide, maybe Fire Blast again. Thunder Punch for Blastoise, and looking at his team, maybe something for Guzzlords, like Superpower. And with that speed, I want to be Brave Nature with 0. That way I outspeed Guzzlord in Trick Room. I mean, maybe he runs Min Speed, metagaming the Trick Room, but, you know, good on him if he does that. I'm not really expecting him to. Yeah, I like that Rampardos. Okay, so now what do I want to put on Zera? I want... If I can get rid of Nidoking, Volt Switches are going to be so good against him. Plasma Fist, I need that. Electric Train boosted Plasma Fist is going to do so much to a Blastoise. I mean, Plasma Fist already does 78 to 92. If Electric Train is up, ohkoing, and that's with 104 HP. Okay. I like that a lot. Nidoqueen's going to be a really good answer for Koko as well. What does a Koko do with Dazzling Gleam to me? 40 to 47, but with my Zera, I just need to outspeed Koko, so I can run Jolly with not a whole lot of speed. Yeah. Yeah, I got 104 in HP. Lowers it by 3%, I'll take that. Now knockoff close combat makes a lot of sense. Definitely close combat. Zera has like cool coverage, but it sometimes it's just missing a little bit, you know? Like for Nidoking, I just don't have anything that's gonna... Like, knockoff would be really annoying for it, but between knockoff and close combat, I don't kill. Yeah. Even with rocks up, like... Do like 26 and 42. Oh, okay. And knockoff does about the same as close combat after. It would do exactly the same after, because it would be essentially the same base power without the item. You get like natural gift. Don't. Oh, there it is. Oh, we just figured this out. Okay. So if you guys don't know, it's the TM for overheat. If you know, you know. But basically if you run Fling with a technical record, it doesn't become a dark type move anymore. It becomes whatever the TR type is. So if I was to do Hydro Pump, I would have 110 base power water type Fling. Now it's only one time because I blow it on that first one, but if I would want ice. Yeah. So I would go with Blizzard. Oh, that would be so spicy. That would be the heat of the week. I don't even care what anybody else brings. If I get a Fling Blizzard into his Nidoking, how much does that do? Holy shit. 31% chance to ohko with Fling. That might be the play. Man, that's risky, but... Okay, what else other than Nidoking would he go into? He'd go into Koko on Zera. But he would also just give me Electric Terrain then, which would also be really good. I mean, Fling still does a ton. Fling into Plasma Fists, if rocks are up, almost kills. That would be crazy, actually. Okay. Yeah, that's the build. That has to be it. I'm gonna try to pull that off. Alright, this team is pretty weak to hazards. But based off of the matchup here, he only has Lycanroc and Nidoking for hazards. Nidoqueen can eat Toxic Spikes. And I would probably... What's my... I have to get that Fling off onto Nidoking and take care of it, because I don't really have a good answer otherwise. I'm just going to import this into the calc. And see what I'm working with here. Okay, so Tornadus versus a wall-breaking Nidoking. T-Bolt only does 41 to 49, that's actually huge. I can knock off, live another hit. Okay, now what is Blastoise doing against this Assault Vest? With that much Spadef, 33 to 39, that's huge. I beat him with Grassknot afterwards. So I'll be faster. Timid Blastoise hits 280. That'll be a 296, yeah. And that's modest. That's modest max. That's the most amount of damage he could do to me. Unless he's running like Blizzard. Yeah. Zera with the HP investment actually lives a hit as well. And now I'm looking over at Joe's previous pace. 88 HP. Modest Blastoise and 252 modest. The thing is, he might run Timid Blastoise without a lot of bulk because he tries to outspeed Nidoqueen as well, or outspeed a bulky Rotom. That'd be something for sure. At 236 Rampardos, he could just run Modest with a good amount of speed. Yeah. Okay. I like this a lot, actually. Now, rocks are probably more important than toxic spikes, but toxic spikes could be pretty annoying, especially if I get rid of his nidoking. I could... Oh, if I run toxic spikes on nidoqueen instead of rocks, I could potentially get the nidoking switch. That would kind of bait the nidoking to come in on the Zeraora a little bit more, since grounded poison types take care of toxic spikes, and nidoking would be a good switch into Zeraora anyway. Oh man. Maybe I do that. Now, when do I get these up is another thing to consider. Like, how would I lead against him, right? Liking Rock seems like a pretty obvious lead. He led Blastoise in week 1. Lopunny makes like the most sense for me to lead, right? Just, it's very easy for me to lead that. So, for him to counter that, it would probably be a Lycanroc to get the flinch, speed raise into a close combat. Like if he's like sashed lead and then close combat into Lopunny. Yeah, close combat ohkos with... Yeah, it ohkos without a life orb. If he's adamant, which he could be adamant because he's probably not worried about outspeeding Liepard. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I kind of like this. This is going to be my initial build. I might mess around with this a little bit more. Is there something better I could use other than Scald on Slowbro? Alright, so let's theorize, when can I actually get a Trick Room off? Right, I go into Slowbro on a Lycanroc. I go into Slowbro probably on a Celesteela. Probably on Guzzlord. I mean, it's a good initial switch on a Blastoise, but I don't want to stay in. I could get a Trick Room off with a Culver Berry and Sack, and then just have a free Rampardos, so maybe if I get some chip on Blastoise, I could do that. Dude, Rampardos goes insane in Trick Room. Like, Rock Slide, Ohko's Lycanroc. Let's see, what does a Koko take? Koko dies. And he's going to be running just enough speed to outspeed a Tornadus on that, so it would probably have, what? That's 375. So he'd probably have like 72 HP. Yeah, Rock Slide still kills. Okay, I mean, buzzwole just needs to be a little... Buzzwole's definitely coming this week. And Tornadus is a decent answer to it. Fire Blast is a ton. Maybe I run rocks for that, but if I get a little bit of poison damage off on it, that would be solid. Nidoqueen does a ton. He doesn't really do a whole lot to me. Now, does Buzzwole get knockoff? It does not. Okay, cool. Okay, Nidoqueen's a really good answer to Buzzwole then. I mean, Ice Punch obviously is not going to feel good, but did he run any speed on Buzzwole? He ran 4 speed last time. Maybe I run just enough speed to outspeed Buzzwole. It would be 194. Okay. So I need 28 out of here. Well, it'd really just be 24. It would just be 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then, and so that outspeeds 0 speed buzzwole. What is that? 28? Okay. Okay, I like that. Live any hit, blow him back, get toxic spike up. Now, what is... Do I even need fighting coverage on Rampardos? I might be able to run just rocks. Let's see what, like, Guzzlord takes. Something Joe did with his Guzzlord in week 1 is make it full Fizz Def. Not really expecting him to do that again. Rock Slide probably 2-hit KOs as well, especially if I have a T-Spike up. How do I... Stealth Rock... Huh, I guess there's no way to actually have T-Spikes up, unless I'm blind. You just gotta make them poisoned. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I run rocks on it. Thing with Rampardos being Trick Room, I can run max HP and I can live like a good amount of hits. So I don't need to ohko initially. Like buzzwole on a switch in into a rock slide dies to 2 if he's the offensive tank. Let's see if he's max HP. Yeah, he's gonna die to 2. Well, he would die to that plus Fire Blast anyway. If you bring Cele, especially defensive Cele, dies to 2 rock slides. Thunder Punch does an absolute crap load. Yeah, I think hopefully this Zera Aura works and I'm able to just bop Nidoking, and then Zera kind of goes ham as well. I'm like the tiniest bit worried about maybe a Ditto switch in. If I say I don't know, I get Celesteela out and Zera Aura comes in from like a teleport from Slowbro, I would be a little scared of a Ditto switch in because he would get the electric immunity from Volt Absorb by copying me. But fling into a Ditto, so it would be Zera. It would be 30 base HP with 252. Fling 110 base power. I mean, it can be dark, it's going to be neutral even if it's ice. That 2-hit KOs, like close combat plus that. Do I have a switch in for Zera? Yeah, it would be like nidoqueen because I'm not running knockoff. He could fling his choice scarf at me, and I always pull a Bulbapedia for like some of these like strange moves that have a lot of like variety that you don't just like initially see. Choice items. Power items, is that? No. Am I blind? Oh, it's only 10 base power. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is gonna be a choice scarf ditto. Okay, well that's funny. I thought it was gonna do a lot more. Choice items are absolutely crap with fling. Plus, if he flings his choice scarf, he's gonna be slower. Well, it'd just be a speed tie anytime he comes in. Where's quick? Okay, quick powder right there. What about a quick claw? I think Quick Claw is actually a really cool tech. Quick Claw is 80 base power, okay. Joe hasn't used that yet, but Quick Claw is actually a really cool ditto set, because you get the speed tie, and then on top of that, you get another 30% chance just to be the fastest one in your priority bracket. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like this. I think this is my build for this week. I might edit it a little bit. I'll talk about that. I think I'm going to do another live, like live game when I'm playing Joe, but yeah, I think I'm kind of set with this team so far. Let's go back through it. We got Fling Blizzard. It's the TR for Blizzard. Volt Switch, Plasma Fits, Close Combat. Volt Switch is going to be really clutch. I'll get a nice Volt Turn Core with a Tornadus then. Yeah, what would be like a switch in for Zera once Nidoking's out? Maybe like Koko, so I wouldn't really want to go into Torn, but I can go into Low Punning after that, throw off a massive return. Yeah, what does Volt Switch into return do to a Koko? Volt Switch with Electric Train up does 20 to 23, and then Low Punny with return. I guess I would have a roll to kill, maybe if, yeah, if he's not boots, he gets hit by Toxic Spikes, he takes poison damage. That might work. Yeah, he copies Zera. I just go into Nidoqueen because all he has is 2 electric moves, a fighting move, and fling. So that's not really doing a whole lot to me. I think Shuckaberry's pretty cool to maybe catch a Ditto copying me if Nidoqueen gets a kill. Torn is probably a decent buzzwole answer too. I mean, Ice Punch is not going to feel good, but I'll at least scare him out. I can get my regenerator back. The thing with his team, he has Defog on Cryoganol, Driftblim, and Koko, and Spin on Cryoganol and Blastoise. Maybe he runs Defog Koko instead of Rapid Spin Blastoise. Blastoise feels like 4 attacks this week, you know? Like Water Pulse, Aura Sphere, Ice Beam, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Water Pulse, Water, Dark, Aura. I think he would want the Ice Beam for Torn. Water, Ice Beam, Aura, Dark. Yeah, that's 4 attacks. Yeah, I think it's likely it's a 4 attack Blastoise, and then he would run Cryoganol or Koko. Probably Koko as his defogger this week. Yeah, I don't think Cryoganol makes a lot of sense. It doesn't have good physical defense, and Low Punny's definitely coming, so it's not like you're going to want to bring that. Also, it doesn't really check a whole lot. I mean, it's a decent Tornadus answer, but if I run like a Superpower or something, I would just blast through it. Doesn't deal with Zera very well. If Nidoking doesn't come, then the Fling is kind of useless on Zera, but it's still kind of cool to have. I'd be able to hit Ditto with it or something. Just to flex it. Yeah, okay. Well, I believe that is the team. Do I want to run Hydro Pump or do I want to run Blizzard? I think I want to run Blizzard for Guzzlord just in case. What does Close Combat look into that? Wow, 2-hit KO from Fling into Close Combat with that. And Hydro Pump wouldn't. So yeah, alright. No issues running Ice against him. He's overall pretty weak. He only has 2 resistances to it, and that's Blastoise and Cryoganol. And both of those don't want to come in on Zera Aura, so... Okay, that is the team. For right now, at least. I might play around with it. I haven't talked to Joe yet about what time we're playing or anything. But yeah, you can kind of see what I did with speed tiers, able to look at the website, see what speeds I need to hit, and then kind of EV from there. So Koko and Low Pony at 396. It's a weird rounding when you're a high base speed, but 394 always rounds to 396 when you're above like a base 130 speed. And yeah, I think Slowbro is the only thing that I'll probably consider changing up. Scald's good for Lycanroc. This is going to be a really good Lycanroc answer this week. Can't really do a whole lot to me. It's not the best buzzwole answer, but it's at least something for it. Leech Life does a lot, but he doesn't want to get burnt. Scald plus poison damage. I can regen out on Leech Life into Tornadus, scare him out with my Hurricane, U-turn out on whatever comes in. Yeah, I think that's the play. All right, well, I will catch you guys in the live game. I don't know if I'm going to put this up in 2 different videos, or maybe I just attach the live game right after this, because I'm not going to upload the team builder, obviously, until Joe and I play, so he doesn't see it. But yeah, that's a little bit of an insight on how I build teams. Hopefully that was pretty useful for everybody. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in Discord. Peace.